Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. So, I want to ask you one thing. Do you remember that when the oldest memory of your childhood, that when you opened your eyes, when you started speaking, when you understood the things, which people were around you? So, yes, it was your mother, your father, your elder sibling, your grandparents, your family was there around you. Yes. So, when a child is being born, when a child opens its eyes, then it's the first people that a child see in his life is yes, is his or her family members. So that is how our family members, our family is so close to our heart. It is our family in which we are most comfortable in. We can share our joys, sorrows with them. We can be whatever we want to with our family. So, our parents, our siblings, they are the closest unit that we can have in this entire world. So, this brings us to our chapter number 1, all about family. A family is a basic entity of the society, of a society. So, human beings are social animals and we all belong to this society. And before knowing anyone in this society, we first know our family members. We know who is our father, who is our mother, who is our sibling. And only through those people we come to know the other social members of this society. Through our parents only we come to know our uncles, our aunts, our cousins. Only from them we can make the other relationships. So family helps children to become familiar with the culture of the society and their family traditions. So, whatever are the traditions of the community, of the society, of the family, that is being taught by the family to the children, and children learn most of the values, the first lessons of their life, the first traditions, the values of their life through their family only. So it helps to shape our personality. What a family helps to shape a child's personality. So we learn different things from our family. We learn how to respect elders. We know how to love people, how to foster relationships, how to follow the values, the traditions, how to use polite words. All these things we learn from a family. How to love, how to care. We learn all these things from our family, and our parents are our first teachers. A family is our first center of learning. So, your school is the second center of learning, but the first center of learning is your family. It teaches us many things. We learn to share our feelings, such as our problems, joys, sorrows, and our responsibilities with one another in our family. So, when we are family members, we learn how to empathize, how to sympathize with others, how to communicate, how to share our joys, our sorrows, and also how to share responsibilities with others, how we can be uh, of use for each other and live in harmony and cooperation. All these things we learn in a family. Also, mutual understanding and respecting each other, tolerance, making all compromise with all members of the family are very important components of family values. So, tolerance. Sometimes what happens that there are elder siblings, younger siblings, and they are showing certain behavior which you are not liking, but somewhere you learn to be patient, you learn to be tolerant, to bear with what you do not like, and you find a mutual way, a midway to get along with people, and all these things you learn from a family. And then you can apply all these things, the patience you have got, the tolerance you have got later in your life. Then you learn to share. You learn to share your things, your space. So basically, you learn how to compromise. So sometimes you will get what you want, sometimes you won't get what you actually want. So you learn to compromise in a family. And then you know how to respect your elders, how to respect your younger ones also. If they are younger to you, that doesn't mean that you won't respect them. So you learn how to respect. In fact, whosoever is coming in your house, that is your house help, your driver, your gardener, whosoever is coming in your house, how to respect those people, that is also being taught in a family. So a family actually teaches you all the values a society demands. When good and sensible values are inculcated in the young members of the family, the society changes for better. So it is the responsible for the elders of the family to actually inculcate a sensible and good values in the younger members of the family, because younger members of the family are the future of the society, of the family of course, but after all the future of the society. And if good values are being imbibed in, are inculcated in the younger members of the family, their world will be a very good place to live in. So, how many types of families are there? There are mainly two types of family. A small one with the less number of members, with only parents and children, that is called a nuclear family. And a family in which your grandparents, your sometimes your uncles, aunts, and cousins are also living together. That's a large family or a joint family. So, let's start reading. That families can broadly be classified into two categories. Nuclear family, it is a small family consisting of two parents, children, and sometimes grandparents also. It is known as small family. Now, what is a joint family? It is a big family consisting of parents, children, grandparents, cousins, uncles, aunts, and it is also known as extended family. So, a joint family is also known as your extended family. Now, uh, just you, I'm sure that most of the people are close to their parents, but most of the children are more close to their mothers. And this is probably because your mother has been carrying you 9 months in her womb before your birth. So, just try to place yourself in your mother's place sometime and try to find out that what are the hobbies of your mother, what are her interests, and as a child, what she wanted to do. If you would understand that, you will be able to understand that how her childhood was, and you will be able to understand her better. So, your mother as a child. Mothers are guardian angels for their children. Each of us has a mother who has given birth to us. Sometimes the mother is still with us, but there are some unfortunate times when the mother is not anymore with the children. Either she dies or she is no longer living with the father or the children. So, can you imagine how your mother led her life when she was young, when she was a child, when she was your age? Find out about her education, like what has she studied in her school, what later on in her higher studies, what did she do? Her hobbies, her family background, the games she liked to play when she was young, and her ambitions. What did she want to become? If she's working right now, did she always want to work in this place only? Or if she is a homemaker, is she happy being a homemaker? Or was there any other ambition of her life? Based on this, you can picturize. Like, what do you mean by picturize? You can just visualize, you can make a picture of your mother's childhood and the kind of life she might have led before marriage and how it changed after marriage. Now, your mother has come from a different house to your father's house, and that is how her life has completely changed. So just try to step into her shoes and find out how her childhood was, how her higher school was, how her life before marriage was. Family members can offer forgiveness and support during times of conflict and mistakes. So, what happens? We all are human beings, we make mistakes. And when we make mistakes, our family members, they do not punish us. They actually understand us and they offer us forgiveness, and they forgive us and they support us, they teach us, and they tell us to move on. And that is how a family is. Baby's birth. Babies come from their mother's body. A newborn baby cannot do anything itself for a few months. She feeds the baby and protects it from all the dangerous things. So, what does your mother do? Your mother actually gives birth to you, and when the child is so young that the child is not being able to do anything by itself, it's the mother that does everything for the child, from feeding her to changing her diapers, her clothes, taking care of all its needs. The birth of the baby is an occasion to celebrate in every family. The entire family helps the baby to grow, develop into a complete human being. So after a child is few months old, the whole family actually plays a very important role in developing that child, in fostering him, in fostering it new values in the child, and to make him a very good human being. Like human beings, some animals like cows, cats, dogs, monkeys, bats, etc., they give birth to young ones, and these are called the mammals. Now, what is the next topic in the family? That is adoption and foster parents. So, what do you mean by adoption? When a when parents do not have children of their own, or due to some mishappening, they lose their children, they have lost their children, or they do not want to give birth to their own children and they want to give a home to a homeless child, then what do? They actually adopt a child. And adoption is a process that in which it's they adopt a child, they bring a child from outside who has not come from mother's womb, and they bring a child from outside in their house, and this is called adoption. Adoption is the act to adopt a child in a family. To adopt means to bring a child in their family uh, s- uh, from somewhere else, and the child is not actually being born to those parents. When family adopt a child, then the child becomes a member of their family. Families adopt child for many reasons, because they do not have their own children, or their children are dead, or few others adopt because they want to give a home to a homeless child. Some people help in bringing up a child for few months or years. They do not adopt the child legally, and such parents are called foster parents. So the parents who adopt children only for few months or few years till they become a little older, and till the time they're not on their own and they do not legally adopt the child, such parents are called foster parents. All right, so let's write that how many family members are there in your family. So please count the number of family members who are there in your family and write the number over here. I have four family members in my family. Who is usually a homemaker as well as your first teacher? Usually a homemaker is a mother and your first teacher too. So we have done these terms in this chapter. Nuclear family, a family consisting of a mother, father and their children. Joint family, it is an extended family consisting of 3 or more generations. Foster parents, now 3 or more generations means people belonging to same time period is one generation. So your grandparents are of one generation, their children are of next generation, your uncles, your father, your aunt, and their children belongs to the next generation. So 3 generations when usually live together, then that is a joint family. Foster parents helps in bringing up a child for few months or a year or years. Adoption, it's a process by which couples become legal parents of a child who was not born to them. Also remember that a family is the smallest unit of a society. Our family teaches us good values and discipline. There are two main types of families, the nuclear and the joint. We all are born from our mother. A baby grows inside mother's body. When the baby grows too big for her mother's body, it is ready to take birth. Like human beings, animals also give birth to their young ones. Some animals lay eggs and the young ones hatch out of them. Family adopts child for many reasons. Let's complete the exercise and see what have we learned in this lesson. A family is a central unit of social structure. Which among the following will not be considered as a family member? Friends. Some animals like lions give birth to young ones. Dash parents are those who adopt child legally. Adoptive. Our dash do not belong to our extended family. Our friends do not belong to our extended family. So the question number 2, please look at the question number 2 again. Which among the following will not be considered as family member? Actually, the friends, the tribe, the society, none of them is considered as family member. Only the grandparents are considered as the family member. So please fill in the blank. A family is the smallest unit of the society. A nuclear family. So nuclear is the family which consists of a mother, a father and their children. Mother is the one who gives birth to children, to a baby. Foster parents help in bringing up a child for few months or years. Let's take the correct statements and cross out the wrong ones. A family is not our first center of learning. That's false. Family helps to shape our personality. That's true. Nuclear family consists of parents, children, grandparents, cousins, uncles, aunts. No, that's a joint family. People adopt children just for fun. No, they raise them. Foster care of children is legal care. That's correct. Answer the following questions. What is family? Write its type. So, family is the smallest unit of the society, and there are two types of families, nuclear family and joint family. What can we learn from our family? We can learn to love, share, care, discipline, values, traditions from our family. Where does the human baby come from? It comes from mother's womb. Who are the foster parents? Foster parents take care of an adopted child for a few months or years till the child is on its own, and it is not the legal adoption. What is adoption? Adoption is an act of adopting a child who is not uh, being given birth by the parents of the family, and the child is being brought from outside, and that's a legal process, and that is called adoption. So these are some fun based exercises that you have to do yourself with your family, with your friends, and have fun with the chapter. You have to write down special moments with your family in your scrapbook. There can be many. When you went to some vacation or picnic, or when you play games every day, you watch TV together, you maybe you help your parents in doing small household chores. So write down all the special moments and also paste the picture of your family. Now you can show your love to your parents by presenting them a card which says that you love them, and you can paste your pictures with your family members on it. Then you can take a walk to your local park and collect different types of leaves. Once you are at home, you can lay the leaves on the paper and rub the side of a crayon over it, and then create an outline, a silhouette. Okay, and you can also paint the leaves, and you can use a homemade stamps. You can see how is it being done. So this is all for today. I hope you have learned a lot about your family today, and who which all types of families are there, what do you mean by adoption, and many other things that you learn from a family. So that's all. Keep learning, keep shining. Bye bye.